Welcome back. While we're in Phoenix, it's our pleasure to highlight some of the great work being done in the state of Arizona for beef producers. Russell Nemetz has a closer look at the Arizona Beef Council as well as the ranching families it represents.
Well, Arizona cattlemen and cattlewomen do in fact raise some of the very best beef in the entire world. And for those making plans to join us here in Phoenix, Arizona for the 2018 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show, will get to taste some of this delicious beef. Now, one of those that is working hard every day here in the state of Arizona to promote not just the Arizona beef cattle industry, but the U.S. beef cattle industry as a whole is Lauren Mailing with the Arizona Beef Council. And you were telling us before we started the interview that you guys are working hard to make sure that dietitians and chefs and culinary experts keep beef on the menu.
Absolutely. We have a unique position here in Arizona, especially in metropolitan Phoenix, of having 4.5 million people right here in the valley. And so the Arizona Beef Council has always made a priority for education, and we work closely with high school culinary classrooms and agricultural classrooms to make sure that they understand how beef fits into a healthy diet. We've also always thought it very important to have give the first-hand experience to our future chefs and dietitians by hosting several gate to plate tours, and our Arizona cattlemen and women have been wonderful hosts to help us in our partnerships with some dietetic intern programs with the largest universities here in Arizona, as well as with the culinary schools, so that we make sure that those future chefs and nutrition professionals understand beef and know firsthand where it comes from.
I bet it's a lot of fun whether you're going into a classroom in an elementary school or, like you said, in a culinary class, or even addressing a bunch of dietitians, to have that opportunity to tell beef's great message.
Absolutely, and they remember it most from the people who raise that high-quality, nutritious beef. And when we are able to take them out to the ranch, out to feed yards and to dairies, they remember that firsthand of the care that goes into raising those animals. And when we live in such a metropolitan area, it's a great opportunity to take kids out of the classroom so that they have memories of beef favorably.
And how important is it for investors of the Beef Checkoff program here in Arizona to know that their investment, what they're raising back on their own cattle operations, is in fact making it to these other audiences that maybe don't necessarily live and breathe it like we do every day?
It's so important to tell the story of how cattle are raised in Arizona, because we have a unique story here in the Southwest, and we have many dairies and feed yards, but everywhere we look is also a ranch, and cattle are raised in every county in Arizona. And it's important to tell that story from the farmers and ranchers directly to the consumers, and especially in such this large metropolitan area and across the state.
You know, we also know that dollars are limited when it comes to promoting U.S. beef and the U.S. beef cattle industry through the Checkoff program here in this country. But that's why the Arizona Beef Council is so proud to be able to work with the Cattlemen's Beef Board on a national level to really kind of work as a big team to spread the message on a bigger level.
Especially for small state beef councils like ours with just 2 staff members, it's important to utilize our state and national partnerships, and utilizing checkoff resources and working with the contractors to the beef checkoff. We can utilize our design services from the Federation of State Beef Councils, but then also take national marketing campaigns and messages and utilize them here in Arizona, and that's so helpful, especially when we're a small but mighty staff.
How excited are you to be able to host the Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show January 31st through February 2nd, and get to highlight and showcase Arizona's wonderful U.S. beef cattle industry to thousands who are coming to the desert?
It's a great time to come to the desert, and January, February is great weather. We love being outside this time of year and get to go hiking right here in Phoenix, and so we welcome everybody and come explore the desert.
Anything else, Lauren, while we have you here on Cattlemen to Cattlemen going on here in Arizona as far as the Arizona Beef Council?
We're happy to have everyone come to Phoenix and experience Arizona. We're glad to host everyone and have a little bit of our beef ranching in the Southwest.
All right, well, we appreciate you explaining a little bit about what you're doing every day. Again, Lauren Mailing with the Arizona Beef Council, just one of the many that continue to believe in beef. It's what's for dinner, but I would have to say, probably like other states, beef is also for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Kevin. So anyways, get ready to blaze a trail, pack your boots, and join us here in Phoenix, January 31st through February 2nd for the Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show.